Well, hey there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. So I'm sure by now you've probably already seen the videos that me and Brandon did together. Brandon Clark, the garbage disposal. If you haven't, check them out. Something's wrong with you if you haven't already. But yeah, it was a great time with him. Getting to meet him, spend some time with him, and then doing the videos in the kitchen, just making some sauces and rub, and then get to see him do the challenge as well. It was an awesome time, and thank you again, Brandon, for doing it. But of course, since we made some stuff together in the kitchen, I had to make a dish with it. So as you saw from the title, I did pork and rice, and a lot of times I call the pork that I make right here called pork bites, because you can just pick them up and just one quick little bite, and you can change them up with all different seasonings, and they're really good for burritos, tacos, just by themselves eating, or whatever else, stir fries, really good. So of course with the pork I had to use the dry rub that we made. Now if you haven't seen it, go watch that video. It's a good one. It's a good rub. Now it isn't one that's overly salty or anything, so you don't have to worry about having too much salt in the dish. But I seasoned my pork with it, and then pulled my rice. I topped it off with a little bit of the sauce that Brandon made. Now it turned out a little different than what we were thinking. He was wanting to go one way and it kind of went the other, but the others still turned out really good to me. So I used it to top off my rice and put on the pork a little bit too right at the end. So we'll jump on into this video and I'll show you what all I did to make it. And again, always remember to check my descriptions of the video too for the recipe. So anyways, let's get on to it. Thank y'all.
Well, alrighty folks, this is what we're going to be looking at ingredients wise. I've got my 4 pork loins here that I'll slice up and just about a 1/4 inch little slice pieces across. And then got my rice, of course, and I'll cook it up, and I've got butter there that I'll toss into it, just add in some more good old flavor. And then I'll cut up some butter as well to cook up with my pork loins. And there's Brandon's sauce, and then you saw the rub as well. I'll make sure to leave links for those so y'all can check them out. After this one, you can watch them if you haven't already seen those. So like I said, I'll go ahead and get my pork loin, and I'm gonna start slicing it up, and I'll throw it in my bowl. And there you can see about the size I'm looking for and how I cut them up. It's just maybe about 1/4 inch pieces, just slice across, and then I'll put it in my bowl. Then I'll dash it around with some the dry rub that I made, and then I'll just let that sit for a while with the rub on it so it can kind of just soak into the meat and sweat into the meat. Now with this rub, it isn't an overly salty rub, so you don't really have to worry about over salted. And like I said, while that's gonna be sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my rice. And there's another look at Brandon's sauce there. So with my rice, I just did just 1 cup of rice, dry rice, and then 2 cups of water, and there's about, I'd say 4 tablespoons of butter. I like my butter, folks. And then it's just some salt and pepper dashed in there. So I'll just go ahead and get this all in the saucepan and getting it started heating up. And I'll just slowly bring it on up to a boil or kind of simmer type deal. And then I'm gonna, once I get it like that right there, turn it down on low. Then I'm gonna cover it up and let it cook for about 15 minutes. And then once that 15 minutes is up, I'll go ahead and turn off the heat. And then I'll slide my pan off of the heat. So you just off with the heat, slide it off, and then let it sit for 5 minutes. And then while that's sitting, I'm going to go ahead and start with my pork here and get it cooked up. So I just turn on my eye, get my butter melting, get it hot, and then I can start cooking it up here. Get some good color on it, and that rub gives it a good color too with the paprika and then the turmeric in there. It gives it a pretty color along with the pretty taste as well. And right here it's pretty well done, so now I can go ahead and start working on my plate. And with the pork being so thin too, it don't take long to cook. The longest part is really just getting the rice, and then boom, there you go. It's just make it pretty for you, I guess. Make a little cup of rice, topped it with the sauce, and then put a little pork and a little bit more sauce, and there you go. There you have it. Just easy little pork and rice. So I thank y'all so much for watching. As always, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.